Alrighty, I'm back. Nate, I am back with two stocks. Talk a little bit about crypto, and we'll get straight to it because I am a little bit late. You know, the market opened at 9:30, and yeah, it's 1 o'clock. So I want to get to you guys before it closes at 4, so you all can go and make some decisions. But first, as always, got to give you that warning that I am not a financial advisor. Investing does carry risk, and that you should do your own research. This is not an attempt for me to sell you anything. I think you all know to do your own research, regardless what you hear from me, regardless what you hear from anybody else on YouTube. Only you are in control of how you spend your money. I think investing is a safe way, but again, it carries risk. So before I get into it, I just wanted to let you all know that. So before you go and spend a dime, it's because that's something you wanted to do. You know, I've lost money in the stock market. I've made money in the stock market. But what I've learned is when I've done my own research, it was better for me, you know, not just hearing it from somebody else. Because I have gotten a message from someone say, hey, man, you know, I'm doing really well. Thanks for your suggestions. But then I've also got those messages say, hey, man, I don't know for sure if that's a good look. I don't know for sure if that's a good buy. And I just it's like, hey, you know, you make that decision. But alrighty, let's get into it. I get to that money, so I gotta get that money going for you. Where we at? Where we at? Because you know, I just loaded some sounds on the soundboard. So here we go. Hey, there we go. All right, that first one I got for you is Applied Digital. It's APLD. For those who don't know what Applied Digital is, Applied Digital is a technology company which engages in the provision of development and operation of data centers, which provide computing power. It operates through the data center hosting business and HPC hosting business segments. The data center hosting business segment provides energized infrastructure services to crypto mining customers. The HPC hosting business segment focuses on the designing, constructing, and operating data centers tailored to support the high power density applications like the HPC and AI. Alrighty, just to let you know how APLD is doing today, they are currently up 3% today, sitting at $28. They opened up at $25.86. They have a 52-week high of $40.20 and a 52-week low of $3.31. That's a growing total of $36.89 on the year. The stock has a market cap of 7.76 billion. Analysts say it's a 100% buy. I bought it earlier today. Not me telling you that you should do so, but I bought it earlier. You know, that's the reason why I'm late to this video, because I was doing some research, and you know, that was one of those stocks that I really looked at, and I made a decision to get some APLD today. So Simply Wall Street reports APLD is up 8% after securing a $5 billion lease and energizing Polaris Forge AI campus. Me personally, I can see the stock getting back to its 52-week high in 2026, and if not close, around a $35 to $38 range. So APLD, definitely want to put on your radar. I think you all should go give it a look and you know, make a decision. All righty, let me see. I got another one for you. All righty. The second one is LYFT, ticker symbol LYFT. LYFT. All right. LYFT, they opened up at 2% today, sitting at $21.45. They are currently up 2%. Sorry about that. See, 1 second. Sorry for the pause. You know, I got to be ready. All right. They opened up today at $20.76. It's a 52-week high of $25.54. And they have a 52-week low of $9.66. On the year, they've grown $15.88. The stock has a market cap of $8.61 billion. 50 analysts ratings, 30% say to buy LYFT, 66 say to hold LYFT, and 4% say to sell. That's 66% of analysts saying to buy this stock, but not just to buy it, but to hold on to it, because they expect growth. So LYFT's partnership with DoorDash should drive more engagement. I could see this stock trending back to $25, but moving slowly. Again, the DoorDash partnership can push it well past $25, nearing 30, but it's going to take some time. I think Lyft is a safe investment, but again, that's a decision for you to make. And I forgot to tell you what Lyft is. I would imagine we all know what Lyft is, but for those new, why not? All right. Lyft engages in the provision and management of an online social rideshare community platform. It offers access to a network of shared bikes and scooters for shorter rides and first mile and last mile legs of multimodal trips, information about nearby public transit routes, and Lyft rentals to offer riders a view of transportation options when planning any trip. Lyft, similar to Uber. It's a rideshare company. You give them a call. Well, you download the app. Through the app, you can pick what type of vehicle you want. That could be a small vehicle, mid-size, truck. They have the kind of like a platinum where you can get your luxury vehicle to come pick you up, drive you around. Definitely a good investment, I say, simply because, for those who have a party lifestyle, you don't want to drink and drive. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. You call you a Lyft, get yourself home safe. I think Lyft and Uber will both continue to drive to go up. So I think that those are both two you should definitely look at. But those are my two stocks for the day. You got Applied Digital, APLD. You got LYFT, LYFT. Those are the two that I chose this morning. I invested in both of those this morning, and I can't leave out on just those though. So let's talk a little bit of crypto. All right, in the crypto news, seems to be going down. If you have Robinhood, Fidelity, if you have anything any platform that you follow crypto, you can see that it's down significantly in some forms. But we all know that crypto is volatile. It's like the norm. XRP is down to $1.99, which is 43 cents more than its year low. It's definitely a good time to buy. I bought some XRP this morning. I still believe in XRP. If I could double my money, I'm okay with it. So again, I think it's definitely a good time to buy some XRP. Bitcoin is down $1,050 on the day, back to the $85,000 price range. Again, this was as low as $74,500 and as high as $126,300 on the year. You basically getting it at a discount. So I could see that price skyrocketing in 2026. I think this is a good time to get in on Bitcoin. I have not given up on Bitcoin. It has went down a lot this year, but then there's other forms. You can look into iBit. That's not the crypto itself. I consider it like the paper version of it. But it follows Bitcoin and it's cheaper. But obviously I think that owning the Bitcoin itself is the best route. But for a cheaper alternative, I would say look into iBit. All right. Lastly, Ethereum down only 3%, so not terrible. It's around the $2,730 range, still a lot higher than the year low of $1,392, but well beneath the $4,900 high. I'm still hit or miss on Ethereum, but many investors have confidence it's the biggest competitor to Bitcoin. So I don't have much into Ethereum. I kind of like dollar cost into it a little bit, from time to time I'll throw $5-10 into it. That's about it. I'm more on to Bitcoin than XRP, mainly XRP because of the price range. Again, I'm a new investor, so I don't want to throw a lot of money into something soon. I'm okay with small gains. For those who are the big ballers who want to throw in a lot of money, hey, by all means, but that is not me. So I'm gonna continue to kind of throw in my loose change from time to time, and then hopefully I can give me a decent return. Until next time, folks, leave out on that. Gonna leave out on a little bit of Did I do that? Catch you all next time. Peace.